The film opens with Naz visiting her father's house along with her son and husband. Her husband, Rude, advises her to stay calm and be smart about the situation. The tension stems from the fact that Naz's father had married her best friend, which deeply upset her. Rude warns that if she argues too much, she'll end up with nothing, and the new wife will take everything. Naz's father owns a pharmaceutical company, and there are reports that a major investor wants to buy it, which could make them all wealthy. After much convincing, Rude finally manages to bring Naz to her father's house. Meanwhile, we see Naz's father working in his lab. For the past several days, he's been obsessed with creating a formula that could restore youth to anyone. He believes it could even save someone from death forever. When he finally completes the formula, he decides to test it on himself first. He drinks the entire bottle of serum in one gulp. Within just a few minutes, the old man begins to feel a magical effect. The wrinkles on his face disappear, his muscles strengthen, his skin tightens, and he looks completely younger, at least 20 years younger than his actual age. When he goes to the bathroom to examine himself, he's absolutely shocked. He never expected such dramatic results from his medicine. He's thrilled with his newfound youth, but he doesn't realize that the medicine is already causing severe side effects. Allergic reactions begin appearing above his waist. He rushes back to his wife, Karina, who is equally shocked to see him looking so young. He hasn't just become younger in appearance, he's also regained the energy and excitement of youth. Karina remains stunned for a long time, trying to understand what happened. The old man then explains his formula to her. He tells her that after taking this medicine, he feels incredibly powerful from within. He's confident that the whole world will want to buy it, and big pharmaceutical companies will pay them enormous amounts for the formula, making them rich. However, he's still unaware of the dangerous side effects. A wound has developed on his back, and it's only getting worse. After much persuasion, Rude finally brings Naz to her father's house. Karina comes out to welcome them, but Naz refuses to even look at her because this woman had betrayed their friendship by marrying her father. The atmosphere becomes quite tense, and Karina feels sad and upset. Naz's son, Rihan, greets Karina affectionately, but Naz pushes him away, warning him not to touch her or accept anything from her. When Naz enters the house, she first goes to her brother's room. Her lazy brother spends all his time playing video games and doesn't seem to care that his father has remarried. They all gather in the drawing room. As soon as Naz's father enters, everyone's jaws drop in amazement. They recognize him, but they can't understand how he's become young overnight. He doesn't explain what happened to him right away. Instead, he drops another bombshell by announcing that he's decided not to sell the family business. Everyone is disappointed by his decision because they all wanted to become rich quickly. Naz's brother angrily leaves the room. The father then tells everyone that his decision isn't wrong. He explains that while the company is currently losing money, what he's created will make it the most profitable company in the world. He shows them his creation, the serum of immortality, which can make someone young and even prevent death. Everyone in the room falls silent. Karina tells him that he had promised to retire so they could live a peaceful life together. He replies that now that he's young again, they'll work, earn money, and enjoy life. Karina is heartbroken by his response. Naz explodes with anger, saying they're talking about their lives and questioning what more he wants. Their argument escalates, and in the midst of all this chaos, they fail to notice that something terrible is happening to him. He's sweating profusely, as if someone had poured water on his face. Suddenly, he experiences intense pain. The wounds on his neck and waist transform into large holes. His body begins to contort in strange and unnatural ways, and he starts vomiting blood. His eyes have also changed, and he dies right there in front of them. Naz and Karina, terrified, tell Rib to call an ambulance quickly, but there's no point. He's already dead. Everyone is overwhelmed with grief. But then the father suddenly stands up again. He's alive, but he's no longer human. He's become a horrific creature, a zombie. His eyes have turned completely black and he's no longer behaving like a normal person. Everyone is confused and terrified about what has happened to him. Hearing the commotion, a servant comes over to check, and the zombie immediately attacks him, tearing the flesh from his neck with his teeth. The servant dies instantly. After this, the father attacks the investor who had just arrived to negotiate the business deal. The man manages to defend himself temporarily, but blood from the father's mouth falls on him. Everyone knows that zombies infect other humans through their blood, so this man's transformation into a zombie is now inevitable. Peng, who had been playing with a bow and arrow, attacks the zombie father as well. In an attempt to defend himself, his arrow goes through the father's face and pierces his brain. Due to the brain damage, the zombie father dies. They've just narrowly escaped one zombie, but other dangers still loom over them. The investor, despite Rude's attempts to stop him, gets into his car and drives away. Meanwhile, Peng begins to feel deep regret for killing his own father. Overwhelmed with remorse, he runs to his car and Nas goes after him to help. Inside the house, the dead servant is shown rising back to life as a zombie. The three men still in the house are horrified when they see him. The zombie servant attacks another servant, first biting his arm and then his neck, killing him as well. The scene shifts back to Nas and Peng. Nas is trying to comfort him when they hear strange noises behind them. Another girl who has also turned into a zombie is attacking someone else. Nas quickly gets out of the car to look, but the zombie girl moves to attack her. To save his sister, Peng runs his car over the zombie, crushing half of its body. However, the zombie remains alive. Back in the house, the only survivors are Karina, Rude, her son, and another person named Sam. They try to escape to save themselves. When Nas enters the house to get her son, she finds that no one is inside. Outside, the half-crushed zombie girl is chasing them, dragging herself along with her hands, determined to kill them. We then see the investor, who is also completely turned into a zombie. Unable to control the car, this zombie crashes his vehicle into a wedding venue. He gets out of the car and starts attacking the people there to satisfy his hunger. Due to his attacks, many people at the wedding are turned into zombies one by one. Because these zombies also need to satisfy their hunger, you can imagine how quickly everyone at the wedding becomes infected as the zombies continue attacking. And that's exactly what happens. A short while later, everyone at the wedding has turned into zombies and is furiously attacking each other. Karina's entire group, which has been running for their lives, reaches the car when the zombie servant comes after them again. Karina pushes Naz's son back to save him and moves forward. She can't bring herself to sacrifice herself to the zombie, so she picks up a tool lying inside the car and hits the zombie on the head. But even this doesn't affect the zombie, and after a while, their luck seems to run out. Then it starts raining. This weakens the zombies, and they manage to escape. Meanwhile, Nas manages to contact Rude. She asks about their whereabouts, and they all say they're fine. Nas then tells them to go to a nearby safe house so that she and Bang can meet them there later. They all flee to the house Nas indicated, only to find it surrounded by zombies. With great difficulty, Karina, Rude, and her son manage to get inside, but their servant is killed by the zombies. Nas and Bang are also heading towards the house. They maintain high speed and arrive near the banquet hall where the wedding was taking place, where all the people have already turned into zombies. All the zombies are attracted by the sound of their car, and they have no choice but to run them over. Meanwhile, the child notices that more zombies are coming towards them. He tells his dad and Karina to run, and they take cover in a room. Another zombie comes after them, but Rude pushes him away and closes the door. Now he's staring at his injured hand. He knows he'll soon turn into a zombie like everyone else. Before he transforms, he hugs his son and tells him one last time to take care of his mother. With that, his body begins to change. His eyes turn terrifying, holes appear on his body, and his body begins to shake violently. He turns fully into a zombie and attacks his own son. To save the child, Karina picks up a rod and throws it at him, but his body gets impaled on a rod in the room. He gets stuck there. Karina seizes the opportunity, closes the door, and escapes. Meanwhile, the car Naz and Bang used to kill all the zombies has broken down, forcing them to escape on foot from the remaining zombies. They decide to go to the police station. Inside the police station, no one is ready to believe Naz and Bang. Nevertheless, the inspector sends some officers to check the situation outside. They find the situation even worse than they imagined. To protect themselves, these officers fire their weapons at the zombies, but the bullets have no effect on them. The zombies attack these officers as well. With great difficulty, one officer manages to reach the police station to report that Naz and Bang's story is true. He also reveals that the remaining zombies are heading towards their police station. Seeing this, they close all their windows and doors and barricade them to prevent any zombies from getting in. The man who came in from outside, having been attacked by zombies, also turns into a zombie and attacks another officer. To contain him, they forcibly lock him in a cell. The remaining officers try to contact other police stations to inform them of the situation, but they're unable to reach them. Meanwhile, Karina calls Naz and informs her that everyone with them has become zombies, and only she and Rahan are safe. Naz tells her to stay strong and also gives her the responsibility to take care of her son. Meanwhile, police officers go up to the roof of the police station and see that the zombies have wreaked havoc outside. They tell Bang and Naz that they must work together to fight these zombies. They prepare thoroughly to protect themselves from the zombies. They wear bulletproof vests, masks, and other protective equipment. Then they emerge armed with guns. They first attract all the zombies by firing their weapons, bringing them together. They're about to kill them when the situation worsens. The sound of gunfire attracts another group of zombies. The situation has gotten out of hand. They could be attacked at any minute, but luck intervenes and a severe storm hits them. The torrential rain causes all the zombies to stop moving and become inactive, giving them a chance to escape. Meanwhile, Naz's husband, whom Karina had left trapped on the rod, manages to escape. Growling like a zombie, he gathers a large number of zombies near the house. Inside the house, Karina finds Naz's son and another girl. Their lives are in danger. They leave the house hoping to escape, but there are 2 more zombies outside. Luckily, they find a bike nearby, and all 3 get on it and flee. Meanwhile, Karina and Bang are also boarding a truck to save themselves. Naz begins crying, feeling like she has nothing left. But then, she sees Karina and her son coming towards them on a bike. Naz is overjoyed to see them, but then she notices that many zombies are following them. To kill all the zombies, she drives her truck over them, killing many. But a large number of zombies gather around the truck, and soon the truck's brakes fail. Bang calls the officer at the police station to inform them that the zombie situation outside has worsened, and they're heading towards the police station to save themselves. While they're talking, the truck loses control and crashes into the building. Everyone escapes, but Bang's leg gets stuck inside. They're attacked by all the zombies, and despite fighting back, they become victims of numerous zombies. An officer is present who has not yet been attacked by zombies. Instead of saving himself, he tells Naz and Karina to run away, but Naz isn't about to abandon him. She fights the zombies, injuring her arm in the battle, which means she too will soon become a zombie, but she's unaware of this. The officer tells them all to leave. He knows that zombies die from fire. Therefore, he sacrifices his life to save the 3 by detonating an explosion that drives them out of the police station. All the zombies around the station are killed in the explosion, leaving only Naz, Karina, and Naz's son alive. After escaping, Naz notices that her arm is injured, and she too will soon be infected. She embraces her son and, letting go of all her anger towards Karina, tells her, "I forgive you for what you did. Now take good care of my son." Afterwards, she shoots herself. At the end of the scene, we see several burned zombies wandering around. A considerable amount of time passes. Karina is seen taking good care of the child, and it appears the zombie virus has spared human life for the time being. But not forever. In another country, we see an old business partner of Naz's father. He also has the same medicine that started the zombie infection. He opens it and drinks it, suggesting that the zombie virus is about to spread there as well, and the movie ends with the mystery of its extent.